Unit 3. Database Management System. Introduction. In today's world, every organization uses some method to store the details of employees and products. Earlier, they used registers or paper-based files to maintain such kind of details. But now, they use computers to manage these details. In computers, documents and spreadsheets are used for this purpose. Data and information. Unprocessed, unstructured, and raw facts and figures are referred to as data. It is frequently expressed as text, numbers, graphics, or other formats. Data can originate from a variety of sources, including measurements, records, and observations. Data has no meaning in itself. Examples of data include student grades, weights, costs, prices, quantities sold, employee and product names, addresses, tax codes, registration numbers, and marks, among other things. Information is the result of processing, organizing, and interpreting raw data to make it meaningful and useful. It represents the knowledge derived from data, providing context, relevance, and purpose. While data consists of facts and figures, information adds value by representing these facts in a way that can be understood and utilized for decision-making or understanding. For instance, a student's grade and roll number are considered data, but the report card is information. Invoices, account returns, bar charts, schedules, worksheets, payslip, and other documents are other examples of information. Databases and DBMS. A structured collection of data that has been arranged to facilitate management, retrieval, and updating is called a database. Databases are essential parts of many software programs and are utilized for effective data management, organization, and storing. A database management system, DBMS, is software that offers an interface for database interaction. It makes managing, modifying, and creating databases easier. Let us take an example of a class teacher. The teacher may remember names of all students in a class, but it is very difficult to remember marks in all subjects of all the students. So, the teacher maintains a register for this purpose. This type of register can be considered a database. On computers, to manage this type of databases, we need a software called Database Management Systems. In database, data can be organized in two types of files. These are flat file database. It is a kind of database that often consists of a spreadsheet or plain text file that holds data in an easy to understand two-dimensional table. In this type of database, data is stored in structured way with a straightforward format. Relational database. It is a type of database management system that organizes data into tables which are interconnected based on common fields. Advantages of database. Databases offer several advantages in the management and handling of data within software applications. Here are some key advantages. Data integrity. Databases enforce data integrity constraints, ensuring that the data stored in the database is accurate and consistent. This is achieved through mechanisms like primary keys, foreign keys, and constraints defined during database design. Data security. Databases ensures that only authorized users have access to the data and that sensitive information is protected. Sharing data. Databases support concurrent access by multiple users or applications. This means that several users can access and modify the data simultaneously without interfering with each other. Data independence. Databases make it easier to modify the database structure without affecting the applications that use the data. Data consistency and redundancy control. Databases help maintain data consistency and eliminate unnecessary redundancy. This ensures that data is stored efficiently and without duplication. Backup and recovery. Databases typically offer tools and mechanisms for backing up data regularly. In the event of data loss or system failure, databases provide recovery options to restore the data to a consistent and known state. Data analysis and reporting. Databases provide support for complex queries, aggregations, and reporting. This is particularly important for business intelligence and data analysis, enabling organizations to derive valuable insights from their data. Centralized data management. Databases provide a centralized and organized way to manage and store data. This centralization makes it easier to control and maintain data across an organization. File. A file is like container in computer to store data, information, settings, or commands. It can be a document, image, video, or any other type of data that can be stored digitally. Each file has a unique name and is stored in a specific location on a computer. Key characteristics of file include file name. A file is usually identified by a name. File names are typically given by the user or the system. File extension. The file extension is a part of the file name that indicates the type of file and helps the operating system understand how to handle it. For example, a file with the extension docs is Microsoft Word document. File size. Files have a size measured in bytes, kilobytes, megabytes, etc., depending on the amount of data they contain. File operations. We can perform various operations on a file like creating, renaming, and deleting. Let us learn about all these operations one by one. Creating a file. To store any data, we need to create a file first. Follow the steps given below to create a file. 1. Right-click on the desktop. A context menu appears. 2. Click on the New option. 3. Select the type of file that is to be created. In our case, we have selected Text Document option as we are creating a text file. A new text document with the name New Text Document is created. 4. Type the name for the file and press the Enter key. In our case, we have entered details. The file appears with the new name. Renaming a file. Sometimes we may need to change the file name. Windows provides easy method to rename a file. Follow the steps given below to rename a file. 1. Right-click on the file. A context menu appears. 2. Select the Rename option. The file name appears editable. 3. Type the new name. 4. Press the Enter key or click Outside area. The file will be renamed. Entering data into file. Every file is associated with particular software in which it opened. Follow the steps given below to enter data into text file. 1. Double-click on the file. The file is opened into Notepad window as text documents associated with Notepad by default. The Notepad is a text editor that comes with Windows 10. 2. Type the desired text. 3. Press the Ctrl+S keys to save the data. Deleting a file. If we feel that any particular file is not needed further, then we can delete it. Before deleting a file, ensure that the file is not needed in the future. Follow the steps given below to delete a file. 1. Right-click on the file to be deleted. A context menu appears. 2. Select the Delete option. The file will be removed from its position and will reach the recycle bin. Recycle bin is the container where all the deleted files are present. Restoring a file. We can also restore a deleted file from the recycle bin to its original location. Follow the steps given below to restore a deleted file. 1. Double-click on the recycle bin icon on the desktop. The recycle bin window appears. 2. Right-click on the file to be restored. 3. Select the Restore option. The file will be restored to its original location. Permanently deleting a file. We can also delete the file permanently from the computer by removing it from the recycle bin. Follow the steps given below to delete a file permanently. 1. Double-click on the recycle bin icon on the desktop. The recycle bin window appears. 2. Right-click on the file to be deleted permanently. 3. Select the delete option. Folder. Folder act as containers for files and subfolders. A subfolder is a folder inside another folder. Folders help to group related files and folders at one place. Creating a folder. Follow the given steps to create a folder. 1. Right-click in an empty area on the desktop. 2. Hover the mouse pointer over the new option. 3. Select the folder option. A new folder is created. 4. Type the name of the folder. 5. Press the Enter key. Similar to a file, we can rename a folder and delete it. We can also restore it from the recycle bin in similar way. Moving a file or folder. Moving a file or folder means to shift it another place. For example, there is a folder named Games in the Documents folder, and that folder has to be moved to a new location, say D:/Games details. Follow the steps given below to do so. 1. Right-click on the file or folder that has to be moved. A context menu appears. 2. Select the Cut option. 3. Right-click in the new location, D:/Games details. 4. Select the Paste option from the context menu. The file or folder is moved. Copying a folder or file. To copy a file or folder, follow the given steps. 1. Right-click on the file or folder that has to be moved. 2. Select the Copy option. 3. Right-click in the desired location. 4. Select the Paste option from the context menu. Directory structure. Directory structures, also known as file system structures or file organization structures, refer to the way files and folders are organized on a storage device such as a hard drive. The structure helps users and the operating system efficiently navigate and manage files. Following is a sample directory structure of the Documents folder. Computer care and maintenance. We need to take care of our things so that they work properly. Similarly, computer also needs to be taken care for its proper functioning. Proper computer care and maintenance are essential to ensure the durability and ideal performance of the computer. We must take care of our computers in the same way that we take care of our bodies by eating, cleaning our teeth, and taking baths on a daily basis. A computer is a complex device with numerous moving electronic components. It must be shielded from dust and harm. It won't function well if we are careless. Basic tips for taking care of devices. Let us discuss some of the basic steps to take care of the computer. Keeping a device clean. All the parts of the computer, especially external parts like keyboard, mouse, and monitor, should be cleaned regularly. Here are some instructions and tips to follow while cleaning various hardware components. Power off and unplug computer. Work in a clean area. Use a microfiber cloth for cleaning. Do not use liquid cleaners. Do not eat near computer. Avoid drinking liquid while working on the computer. Cleaning keyboard. As we clean our teeth with a soft brush, similarly, clean the keyboard with a soft brush. Crumbs can damage the internal parts of a keyboard. Turn the keyboard upside down and tap it to dislodge loose debris. Cleaning monitor. Cleaning your monitor is an essential task. Microfiber cloth the best choice for cleaning screens because it does not scratch the surface. Turn off your monitor before cleaning. This makes it easier to see dirt and smudges. If there are still smudges or marks, lightly dampen the microfiber cloth with distilled water. If you used a damp cloth, use a dry microfiber cloth to dry the screen completely. Preparing maintenance schedule. Maintenance is a crucial task that can be performed on a specific time period like daily, weekly, monthly, or yearly basis. Tasks to be performed daily. Use automated backup software or cloud services to regularly back up important files and data. Ensure that your operating system, antivirus software, and other critical programs are up to date. Remove temporary file, cache files, etc. Tasks to be performed weekly. Run a full system scan using your antivirus software to detect and remove any potential threats. Use the built-in disk cleanup tool such as Windows Disk Cleanup to remove temporary files, system cache, and unnecessary files. Tasks to be performed monthly. Check for updates to all installed software and applications, including web browsers, Office suites, and third-party programs. Ensure that your firewall settings are configured correctly to protect your computer from unauthorized access. Review and update security settings, including password changes and two-factor authentication if applicable. Tasks to be performed yearly. Wipe down the keyboard, mouse, and external surfaces. Check and optimize startup programs to improve boot times. Disable unnecessary programs that launch at startup. Remove any unnecessary or unused software and applications to free up disk space.